Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Donnelly, play-by-play voice of the Charlotte Rush. It is our Charlotte Rush midweek report on this Wednesday, December the 4th, as the Charlotte Rush had last week off, but we're going to talk about what the guys did a little bit and also prep a couple of big games this weekend. And, of course, we're going to talk Charlotte Rush Elite Hockey right now, and to do that, let's bring in the head coach and general manager of the Charlotte Rush Elite, Trevor Jewell. Trevor, tell us about your Thanksgiving. You were heading down to Florida to see your mom and dad, Pensacola? How did it go?
It was good. It was nice to, get a little break from things and get down there and kind of, digress a little bit and be able to hang out with family and things like that. So, I hadn't been able to see them since this summer. So it's always good to see them. And I'm a big believer in guys going home and seeing their families and kind of getting away from the game a little bit, especially with a season as long as ours, and going after things here every single day and stuff like that. So it's always good to get away and kind of, reflect on things and think about what you need to do better, what you could have done differently and things like that, and then kind of move on and get better with that break. So it was good to see my family. It was fun to go home, got to watch some old teams of mine play and in the SPHL, so that was pretty cool, and got to see some old friends, and it was a blast. But, the weather was nice, and now it's back here, back to work, and in the mediocre cold, I guess, so to speak. So it's fun to be back and happy to be back with these guys 2 days, sorry.
So great. So you actually went to some Ice Flyers games then?
Yeah, we did. Got to see some guys play, and it's always fun to see some old friends and pick their brains as to how their careers are going, what they would have done differently, and just kind of respect what they're still doing and be happy for them to be able to still be playing and stuff. I know it's a lot of work and some work I don't really miss, but happy to see them still going and pushing along.
That's great. Of course, Trevor is a SPHL alumnus, so great to catch a couple of games down there with the Pensacola Ice Flyers. I was to Myrtle Beach for 3 nights. Well, I tell you, at Thanksgiving, you can't believe the deals you can get down there at a hotel, so it's good to look at the ocean. And Trevor, I'll show you some pictures later. I got my picture taken by the ocean wearing my Charlotte Rush jacket, so
I love that.
I'll have to show you a little bit of those. Well, hey, we're just going to briefly touch on the last games the Rush played here against Richmond. And Trevor, it was tough sledding for the Elite in those 2 games, losing 4-0 and 6-1. Did the guys think maybe the guys were thinking ahead a little bit about the Thanksgiving holiday, or did we just run into a very good Richmond team?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we were looking past the weekend. Some guys were excited to go home. It happens every year, and it's tough playing the weekend before Thanksgiving because obviously we've been going hard since August. So, it happens. They're still kids, and they all have different things and different worries going on and stuff like that. So, staying focused on weekends like that is difficult. But at the same time, Richmond played very well. They have a good hockey team over there. I can't take anything away from them. They were disciplined. They played well, and they made us pay when we made mistakes. So, it's a tough weekend, like I said. But again, we had to get back to the drawing board, figure out some things that we needed to adjust as far as systematic play, as far as work ethic, things like that. And I think not playing for 60 minutes and taking stupid penalties and things like that, it caught up with us and it hurt us. And obviously we couldn't keep the puck out of our net. We worked on a lot of things that we knew were going to happen that weekend, and unfortunately we didn't stick to the game plan, and that's what happened. So obviously disappointed with the weekend, but you move on and you get better and you learn from it, and that's what we're doing this week. In the past 2 days we've worked on everything we thought we were lacking in our game, pushing things as far as defensive zone coverage, getting back to the house, neutral zone forecheck, all that kind of stuff. So just kind of got back to the basics and used it all to kind of get us back in shape as well, to burn the turkey pounds off. So happy to be back, and I think our guys have had pretty good 2 days of practice here.
All right, that's good news to hear, and we're just going to put those games from Richmond in the rearview mirror and look ahead to a couple of games this weekend, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. First, let's look at the standings right now in the Southeast Division for the Elite League. The Richmond Generals on top, 43 points. The Rush in 3rd place with 33. We're 10 behind, but we have a couple of games in hand. Ahead of us in 2nd place, Carolina Junior Hurricanes. They are 4 points ahead of the Rush, but again, the Rush has 2 games in hand. And Trevor, let's transition to meeting the Carolina Junior Hurricanes this weekend in Raleigh. We played the Junior Hurricanes in Raleigh at the end of October. The Rush split. We lost 7-4, but came back with a big 4-2 win on Sunday. So what are you looking for in the guys besides a couple of wins, but being more specific this weekend in Raleigh?
For me, I just want to see us compete for 60 minutes. I think we just got to get our work ethic up. We got to make sure we come out ready to go. We got to have a good start. Our systematic type play has to be better as far as, everything I just mentioned that we've been working on the past few days. And I think our mentality, as the approach to the game, I think has to be a lot better. I think, again, we had a nice streak at the beginning of the year. Our guys, I think, thought it was going to be a lot easier than it is, and now we kind of try to rest on our skill, which is obviously never going to work. So we've just been focusing on our work ethic, things like that, over the past couple of days, and that's what we went over after the weekend. We have a lot of work to do. We have a young team, but we have a couple older guys in there too that understand how long this season actually is. And for me, I just want to see us go in there, play sound defensively, keep pucks out of our net, stay out of the box, and just keep coming at them for 60 minutes. I mean, they have a good hockey team over there, and we were able to steal one from them after they went on a pretty long win streak. So very important that we get off to a good start, very important that we stay disciplined, and very important that we have a great mentality and just continue to work for 60 minutes. And by work, I mean move our feet, get up and down the ice with authority, move pucks with authority, make sure we move them efficiently, and just stick to our game plan, because when we get away from our game plan, that's when things go awry, and that's when games get sloppy. And I just want to see guys stopping on pucks, doing the little things right. We do the little things right, then it usually translates to wins. So, and we haven't been doing those in the past few weeks, and it's been hurting us a little bit. So we've been focused on that, and if we do those things, I think it'll make for two very good hockey games.
All right, we're looking forward to those games this weekend in Raleigh this Saturday and Sunday for the Rush Elite and Premier. And Trevor, just a brief comment. The following weekend, the Rush will close out the 2019 portion of their 2019-20 season with a showcase event in Tampa, Florida. The Rush will play the Florida Eels, Florida Junior Blades, Hampton Roads, and also the Atlanta Mad Hatters. So, Trevor, let's hope this showcase goes a little bit better than the last one we were up there in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we play a couple of the teams that we've already seen, so it'll be important that we play to our game and to our strengths when we play those teams again. And obviously we see Hampton, which is another big rivalry down there, which is a big important game for us. It's always circled on the calendar every year, and just make sure we take care of our business, and then this part of the year on a high note, and make sure we go into break with our heads held high and feeling pretty confident about ourselves.
Trevor, thanks as always for the insights and observations, and good success this weekend in Raleigh.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
All right, Trevor Jewell, head coach and general manager of the Charlotte Rush Elite. Again, the Rush in Raleigh against the Carolina Junior Hurricanes this Saturday and Sunday. Go to Hockey TV and catch all of the action. You can also go to our Charlotte Rush website for additional information on the team. Also go to the United States Premier Hockey League website. Get a lot of league news there. Of course, our social media platforms, our Rush YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks to Jimmy O'Kane for running our camera today. And thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.